Remember, it's impossible to grow without offending some people. Remember, it's impossible to grow without offending some people.
New Lakers center Christian Coloco with an update on his health status, plus what he's been up to over the summer. Some footage of him in open runs and working out with a former Laker big man that maybe they should just sign again. We'll talk about that in a moment, too. Plus, Christian Coloco, where does he fit with the Lakers this season? I'm Trevor Lane. This is the Lakers Nation YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. The season is almost here. Subscribe and stay in the know on all things Lakers. All right, so TMZ actually caught up with Christian Coloco at the airport, was asked how he was feeling. He said, "I feel amazing. My doctors gave me the green light, but now we're just waiting on the NBA. We're pretty optimistic. Hopefully everything goes well." So right now, Christian Coloco is waiting for approval from the NBA's fitness to play panel. If he gets that, he can actually get on the court. So that's the downside right now to adding Christian Coloco, who is an exciting young big. He was drafted in 2022 with the 33rd overall pick by the Toronto Raptors, then had a blood clot issue, and that prevented him from continuing his professional career until now. The Lakers have signed him to a two-way contract, but as of this moment, he can't actually step foot on an NBA court. So the NBA's fitness to play panel has to officially give him clearance. Now, as we're going to look at in just a moment, he's been playing basketball. It's not like he's just been sitting around waiting for clearance to come. No, he's been working out. He's been getting into shape. He should be pretty ready to go, though there will be a bit of rust in terms of playing in an NBA system at the NBA level. That's going to take a little bit of time for him. But still, here this interview was from today, was posted today. So we are still waiting for that clearance to come. Now, again, the Lakers, Christian Coloco, they very firmly believe that that clearance will come. Otherwise, the Lakers wouldn't have signed him to a two-way contract. Now, TMZ also noted that Christian Coloco said he has already met with LeBron, with Anthony Davis, and with the rest of the team. And when asked about how he wants to help the team this season, he said, "I'm just going to come in ready, be ready to do whatever it takes to have the team win. And that's the goal, to win." So Christian Coloco, of course, has been working out over the course of the summer. In fact, we've got some footage of what he's been doing over the summer. Here he is working out with our old friend, JaVale McGee. There's Christian Coloco pulling the sled. What better player, by the way, for Christian Coloco to work out with than JaVale McGee in terms of being a similar style player? Going to protect the rim, going to set screens, going to roll hard to the basket. He's got the long wingspan, all of that. That's the type of player that Christian Coloco is. So really good to see him working out with our old friend, JaVale McGee. There's JaVale pulling the sled. By the way, if you look at JaVale McGee here, this man is absolutely shredded. If only the Lakers had a roster spot. I know he's 36 years old, but look at the shape that JaVale McGee is in. If only the Lakers could just pick him up as well. They could certainly use the center depth. He's also been playing in open runs. There's Christian Coloco finishing a lob there. So he's been on the basketball court. That's one area of his game right there. The little jump hook that he hit there, that has needed some work, but he can certainly block shots. Needs to be a little bit more efficient finishing, but there he is finishing a lob from Chris Paul. So Christian Coloco has been working out over the course of this summer. He has been preparing for his NBA return, and you can see him out here making a difference. These are NBA players he's on the court with. A bunch of them you probably recognize, and he is out there holding his own, scoring, blocking shots. There he is actually hitting a jumper. That's not known to be part of his game at all. So if he can hit a jumper, that would be a big improvement over the last time we saw him in 2022. But Christian Coloco, here he is in a training session, doing wind sprints up and down the court, finishing with dunks. You can see the big grin on his face. This guy's just happy to be out there playing basketball right now. And I can't wait to see the impact that he could potentially make with the Lakers. So let's get to that. What is it that Christian Coloco can actually provide here for your Los Angeles Lakers this coming season? Well, when you look at the Lakers and their current depth chart, right now, Christian Coloco is on a two-way contract, and that means he can only play a max of 50 games for LA. So take a look. You look at the Lakers center depth right now. It's not pretty. It's Anthony Davis, Christian Wood, who's hurt. I don't think we're going to see him till December. Jackson Hayes, Kyler Kelly, Christian Coloco, Colin Castleton. Those are your guys. And Castleton is listed as a 4 here on Spot Track. I would contend he's more of a 5 than a 4, but whatever. That's nitpicking. So you've got Castleton, who's on a two-way. Coloco is on a two-way. That's the initial battle for Christian Coloco, by the way. It's Christian Coloco versus Colin Castleton. And heard some great things from a number of different people inside the Lakers facility about what Castleton has been doing at the training facility over the last month plus, the workouts they've been doing. Remember, training camp doesn't start. Training camp doesn't start until October 1st. That's when training camp officially starts. But most guys, including LeBron and AD, have been at the training facility working out. They've been at the UCLA Health Training Center. They've been doing everything they can to work out and get ready for the season. Colin Castleton has been in there, and he's been pretty impressive. So the initial battle is going to be Colin Castleton against Christian Coloco, probably to be considered the third string big. It's going to be Anthony Davis. Certainly Jackson Hayes on a full contract will have a leg up over Coloco and Castleton. But the initial battle is in the pecking order, Castleton against Coloco. Castleton, certainly the better passer, has the ability to grab and go, can take off on the break, can step out and shoot a bit more. He started to showcase the three-point shot over Summer League, and in fact told us when he was on the show all about how he'd been working on the three ball. So that's a difference with Castleton's game. But Coloco, the more athletic player, I believe, he is certainly the better lob threat and the better rim protector, more of a JaVale McGee style center in Christian Coloco. So it'll be interesting to see which skill set wins out there. But you can see Kyler Kelly, he's just on an Exhibit 10 deal. He's a rim protector as well. But again, I really think the battle is Christian Coloco against Colin Castleton. And then from there, can either one of them bump Jackson Hayes and become a rotation player and become the Lakers' true backup big? That will be an even bigger battle. Today's show is sponsored by Manta Sleep. Check this out. This mask is going to change your life. We all know how important sleep is for recovery. If you want to be at your best mentally, physically, you've got to get sleep. I was not a big believer in sleep masks. I thought it would bother me. I would not be able to rest with a sleep mask on. This one is so comfortable. You see what they do? They change the shape of the cup around your eye so that you don't feel any pressure on your eyes themselves. It is incredibly comfortable to sleep in. Great way too to get that midday nap. You can turn the lights out with one of these things and get a nice nap in. With what I do, I'm oftentimes up to the middle of the night. This is a great way for me to catch up on a little bit of sleep in the middle of the day. Manta has a number of different masks to check out. This one is the Pro. I love it, but there are a lot of options to see what suits your taste. But regardless of what you pick, use our code LakersNation and the link in the description down below. You get 10% off any sleep mask. I'm telling you, it is life-changing. Go check out Manta Sleep. Use that link in the description and that code LakersNation, 10% off any sleep mask. As I said, Coloco has the ability. You can see him here with the Toronto Raptors. He can be a finisher around the basket on lobs, on dunks. He doesn't necessarily have the best percentages, but only shot about 48% from the field in his last season with the Raptors. That's not good for a big. But if you ask him just to catch, finish, don't do anything too fancy, he can do that. Set a screen, roll to the basket, catch, finish. That's something you can give you. He's got those long strides, can get out in transition and finish, can certainly block shots. You can see here doing some work on the boards. He's got the ability to help your team. There he is again, beasting on the boards. He's got the ability to help your team. I don't think he's going to be the big physical presence that the Lakers were potentially looking for when we talked about guys like Jonas Valanciunas, potentially going and getting the big physical bruiser type, as JJ Redick called him. That's not what Christian Coloco is going to be. He's a more mobile big. Here he is defending on the perimeter, staying in front of his man, staying in front, and then that 7'5" wingspan comes into play and makes up the rest of the difference there. So he's a bit more of a mobile big. Offensively, there's plenty of question marks there. If the jumper's ever going to truly come around or not. Can he be just a catch and finish guy around the basket? I think he can do that for the Lakers. But defensively, it's the rim protection, it's the rebounding, It's the switchability to a degree with Koloko that makes him an attractive addition. But once again, right now, Koloko's just waiting to hear from the NBA, and the Lakers are waiting for him to officially get on the floor and actually train with the team. But as he said, he has met with the team. He's met with LeBron and AD. He's about as integrated into the team as he can be, just still waiting for the NBA's fitness to play committee to actually give him that panel, to actually give him clearance and the green light to step on the court. But his doctors, and obviously the Lakers, have reviewed his situation as well from the blood clotting issue. They have cleared him. They've given him the green light. And the Lakers, the fact that they've signed him to this contract, well, it either says the Lakers took a big risk here in signing him and not knowing for sure whether or not he'd get cleared, or more likely they feel very, very comfortable that Christian Koloko is going to get cleared. And clearly Koloko believes, and his doctors believe, that there's no reason for him not to be allowed to resume his NBA career. So how much is he going to help the Lakers? I mean, I always want to temper expectations with guys like this. He's making a comeback. But again, this is a guy who was at one point considered to be maybe the future backbone of the Raptors defense. And so this is the kind of guy that's worth taking a gamble on. Is he going to pan out? We'll have to see. Again, he hasn't played in the NBA in a year and a half, but I can't wait to see him get out there on the court. And I hope, come on, NBA panel, get him cleared, get him out there, because I sure would love to see him play in preseason, which as of today, 12 days from now, the Lakers kick off preseason on October 4th against the Wolves. Can't wait for that. But once again, everybody, make sure you subscribe right here to the channel. Till next time, see ya and stay safe.
Casa. Liga 3. Long success. Running purple. Pan triple ducks laban. Ano? Ari mo na rin ito. Triple ducks ko sa kanila. Huwag na ako inausap mga. Ako nag-iusap ng kanila. Pwede rin natin. Kami sa dahil sa mga stress. Tulog sa tuwan mo? Nice game. Pero sa art itself, di ako naka-adapt na ako eh. Nakalang ko eh. Hindi ako sila big face. Palit card na lang. Palit yung mga face. Ano, access na nito po. Mga stress ka ko. Access na. 90% na rin. Per year. Palit mo lang siya. Pero, diba? Nagputik na pero hindi up. Ha? Nagbawas na rin. Pero na-block ko. 25. Ay, goods pa rin. Tingin ko pala. Kaso, dapat palit yung card. May karapalitan mo eh. Pero, na hindi ka backup na card na pixel. Dapat sa 2 ways mamuntok sa experiment na na-preview. Ay gusto mo bumalik pa sa akin kasi sayang yung mga sakta.
Whoa!
Wow!